Sometimes the cage you are trapped in has no bars, no locks, no chains, just comfort, just excuses, just another day of telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes next week becomes next year, and one day you wake up and realize you have spent years negotiating with your own potential. Listen carefully. The greatest prison in the world is a life without discipline. Because without discipline, you become a slave to your moods. You work only when you feel motivated. You chase comfort when things get hard. You quit when the storm begins. And storms always come. Life does not ask if you are ready. Life tests you anyway. Early mornings when your body screams for sleep. Lonely nights when no one sees your effort. Moments when progress feels invisible. That is where most people surrender. Not because they are weak, but because they are undisciplined. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for confidence. But champions understand something the average person never learns. Motivation is unreliable. Feelings are temporary. But discipline. Discipline is freedom. Let that sink in. Discipline is freedom. Freedom from excuses. Freedom from regret. Freedom from the version of yourself that almost tried. Think about a warrior preparing for battle. Do you think he trains only when he feels like it? No. He trains when it's cold. He trains when it's raining. He trains when his muscles ache. Because on the battlefield, feelings do not matter. Preparation does. And life is the battlefield. Every day you are either sharpening your sword or letting it rust. Every morning you face a choice. Comfort or growth. Comfort whispers softly. Stay in bed. Skip the workout. Start tomorrow. Growth speaks differently. Growth is harsh. Growth demands sacrifice. Growth says, get up, move, work, fight. And here is the truth nobody likes to hear. Your dreams are not destroyed by failure. They are destroyed by hesitation, destroyed by delay, destroyed by 1,000 tiny moments of choosing easy over necessary. But discipline changes everything. Discipline wakes you up when motivation sleeps. Discipline keeps you moving when emotions collapse. Discipline turns ordinary people into unstoppable forces. Because discipline builds identity, and identity builds destiny. When you become disciplined, you stop negotiating with yourself. You stop asking, do I feel like it today? Instead, you say, this is who I am. I train, I build, I show up every single day, whether it's sunny or storming, whether I feel strong or broken, because winners understand something powerful. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. And habits are forged in discipline, like steel in fire, like a blade in the hands of a blacksmith. The heat is uncomfortable. The hammer is brutal, but that pressure creates strength. And the same is true for you. Every early morning, every extra rep, every hour of focused work. That is the hammer, and it is shaping you. Not just your results, your character, your mindset, your identity. One day, people will look at your success and call it talent. They will call it luck. They will call it natural ability. But they will never see the truth. They will never see the mornings you didn't quit, the nights you stayed focused, the days you showed up when nobody else did. Because discipline is quiet. It does not need applause. It only needs consistency. And consistency creates freedom. Freedom from doubt. Freedom from weakness. Freedom from the life you refuse to accept. So, the question tonight is simple. Who are you becoming? The person who waits? Or the person who builds? The person who complains? Or the person who conquers? Because every disciplined action is a vote for the future version of you. And that future is watching you right now. Waiting, hoping, demanding more. Stand up. Stop negotiating with comfort. Stop asking for permission. Start building discipline so strong that excuses cannot survive in your mind. Because one day, you will wake up stronger, clearer, unstoppable. And in that moment, you will understand the truth. Discipline didn't trap you. Discipline set you free. Freedom does not arrive as a gift. It is earned, forged, built in silence when the world is sleeping. And here is the brutal truth most people never accept. The enemy isn't the world. The enemy isn't bad luck. The enemy is the voice in your head that negotiates with comfort. That voice is clever. It sounds reasonable. It whispers things like, "You deserve a break. Just skip today. You'll start fresh tomorrow." But tomorrow is the favorite lie of the undisciplined. Because tomorrow feels safe. Tomorrow feels easy. Tomorrow carries no responsibility. But warriors don't live in tomorrow. They live in today, right now, right here. Because discipline is built in the present moment, not in dreams, not in plans, not in promises, in action. Small actions, repeated relentlessly. Think about a mountain climber, standing at the base of a massive peak. The summit hidden by clouds. The climb terrifying, the distance overwhelming. Most people look at the mountain and walk away. Too hard, too long, too painful. But the climber understands something powerful. You do not conquer the mountain in one leap. You conquer it one step at a time. One step, then another, then another. And those steps are not glamorous. They are slow. They are exhausting. Sometimes they feel pointless. But step by step, the mountain shrinks. That is discipline. Not a giant heroic act. Not one burst of motivation. It is the quiet decision to take the next step. Again, and again, and again. When you are tired, take the step. When you are frustrated, take the step. When you doubt yourself, take the step. Because momentum is built by movement, and movement destroys fear. Listen carefully. You don't need to feel confident to act. You need to act to build confidence. That is the secret. Action creates belief. Action creates strength. Action creates freedom. And the disciplined understand this better than anyone. They do not wait for courage. They build courage through repetition. They do not wait for perfect conditions. They move through imperfect ones. Rain, fatigue, doubt, distraction. None of it matters. Because discipline says something powerful. We move anyway. And that mindset separates the crowd. Most people are controlled by their emotions. Happy today, lazy tomorrow, motivated Monday, broken Wednesday. But disciplined people are not controlled by feelings. They are controlled by standards. Standards that do not change. Standards that do not bend. Standards that say, "This is what I do." No excuses. No negotiations. Just execution. Day after day. Month after month. Year after year. Until something extraordinary happens. You transform. Slowly. Quietly. Powerfully. The weak version of you begins to disappear. The distracted version fades away. The doubtful voice loses its power. And in its place, a new identity emerges. The disciplined version of you. The version that wakes up early. The version that finishes what it starts. The version that does hard things without complaining. That version of you is dangerous. Dangerous to mediocrity. Dangerous to average thinking. Dangerous to every limit you once believed. Because discipline creates something rare. Self-respect. When you keep promises to yourself, your confidence grows. When you show up consistently, your belief becomes unbreakable. And when belief becomes unbreakable, the world begins to look different. Obstacles become training. Pain becomes fuel. Failure becomes feedback. Nothing can stop someone who refuses to quit. That is the power of discipline. It removes the exit door. It burns the escape route. It forces you forward, step by step by step, until one day you reach a place most people never see. A life built by effort. A mind built by resilience. A character built by fire. And when people ask you how you changed, the answer will be simple. You stopped negotiating with your potential. You stopped waiting for motivation. You chose discipline. Every single day, there will be a moment, a quiet moment, when nobody is watching, when the world is silent. And you will face the most important opponent of your life, yourself. Not the strong version, not the confident version, the tired version, the doubtful version, the version that wants to quit. This is where the real battle happens. Not in the spotlight, not in front of applause, but in the dark hours of effort, when discipline must carry you forward. Because motivation will not always be there. Some days you will feel unstoppable, energy flowing, focus sharp, everything moving in your favor. Those days are easy. Those days require nothing special. But the true test comes on the other days, the heavy days, the frustrating days, the days when progress feels invisible, when you wonder if any of it matters. That is when discipline becomes your weapon. Not a loud weapon, not a flashy one, but the most powerful weapon a human being can possess. Consistency. Think about a storm in the ocean. Waves crashing, wind screaming, chaos everywhere. Most ships turn back. Too dangerous, too unpredictable. But the strongest captains understand something important. Storms reveal strength. Storms reveal preparation. Storms reveal character. And life will send storms your way. Failure, rejection, setbacks. Moments when the ground beneath you shakes. Moments when people doubt you. Moments when even you doubt yourself. But discipline gives you an anchor. A deep, unbreakable anchor. It keeps your ship steady while everyone else drifts. Listen carefully. Pain is not your enemy. Comfort is. Pain means you are growing. Pain means you are pushing limits. Pain means you are leaving the average world behind. Comfort is seductive. Comfort is warm. Comfort is easy. But comfort slowly steals your future, day by day, choice by choice, until one day you look back and realize the life you wanted was traded for convenience. But disciplined people refuse that trade. They choose effort. They choose growth. They choose the harder road. Because the harder road builds stronger people, and strong people change their destiny. Every disciplined action plants a seed of strength, a seed of resilience, a seed of greatness. At first, nothing seems to happen. The soil looks empty. The effort feels invisible. But underground, something powerful is happening. Roots are growing. Strength is building. Foundations are forming. And then one day, the breakthrough arrives. Suddenly, the growth becomes visible. The results appear. The success emerges. And people will say, that happened fast. But you will know the truth. It didn't happen fast. It happened through thousands of disciplined days. Days when you showed up. Days when you kept working. Days when quitting felt easier. But you refused. Because discipline is not just what you do. It is who you become. A builder, a fighter, a person who refuses to live small. And when that identity takes hold, everything changes. Fear loses its grip. Doubt loses its voice. Excuses lose their power. Because you have trained yourself to move forward regardless of emotion. That is freedom. Freedom from laziness. Freedom from hesitation. Freedom from the old version of yourself. The version that almost tried. The version that almost believed. The version that almost changed. You are leaving that person behind. And step by step, rep by rep, day by day, you are becoming someone new, someone stronger, someone relentless, someone disciplined. And that person is unstoppable. Look around. Most people are waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting until life becomes easier. But life does not reward the people who wait. Life rewards the people who move, even when the path is unclear, even when the results are invisible, even when the world doubts them. Because movement creates momentum, and momentum changes everything. Imagine a massive flywheel, heavy, almost impossible to move. At first you push, and nothing happens. You push again, still nothing. Your muscles burn. Your mind whispers, this isn't working. Most people stop right there. They assume effort failed. But the disciplined person understands something powerful. The first push matters. The second push matters. The 100th push matters. Every push adds momentum. Every push adds energy. Until suddenly, the impossible wheel begins to move. Slow at first, then faster, then unstoppable. That is how success works. Not overnight. Not instantly, but through relentless disciplined effort. And this is where the crowd separates. Because most people want the reward without respecting the process. They want confidence without enduring discomfort. They want strength without embracing struggle. But discipline teaches a different lesson. Nothing valuable is free. Strength is earned. Confidence is built. Freedom is forged through effort. Every day you train discipline, you become harder to break, harder to distract, harder to defeat. And the world begins to notice. Not immediately, not dramatically, but slowly. People see your consistency, they see your focus, they see your relentless standards, and they begin to realize you are not like everyone else. Because most people negotiate with difficulty. You don't. Most people stop when it hurts. You don't. Most people search for shortcuts. You build endurance. And endurance wins long battles. Listen carefully. Life is not a sprint. It is a marathon. A long, unforgiving road, filled with hills, filled with obstacles, filled with moments that test your spirit. But disciplined runners understand something powerful. You don't stop because you are tired. You stop when the race is finished. And your race is not finished. There are still mountains ahead, still victories waiting, still potential inside you that has never been unlocked. But unlocking it requires something rare. Obsession with growth, not temporary motivation, not occasional effort. Daily commitment, daily discipline, daily action, even when nobody is watching, even when applause is absent, even when progress feels slow. Because one day, all those invisible efforts compound. The strength multiplies, the skills sharpen, the confidence explodes, and the life you once imagined becomes your reality. People will ask you how you did it. They will search for secrets. They will look for shortcuts. But the answer will remain simple. You did the work. You stayed disciplined. You refused to quit day after day, year after year, until discipline stopped feeling like effort and started feeling like identity. You no longer forced yourself to act. Action became automatic. Growth became natural. Excellence became standard. That is when true freedom arrives. Not freedom from work. Freedom from weakness. Freedom from hesitation. Freedom from the version of yourself that once held you back. And when you reach that level, there is no turning back. Because you have become something powerful. A person who keeps moving. A person who keeps building. A person who keeps rising, no matter what. And one day, you will look back, not at the victories, not at the trophies, not even at the success. You will look back at the battles, the mornings when your alarm screamed at you, and every part of your body said, "Stay in bed." But you got up. The days when nothing seemed to work, when progress felt invisible, when doubt crept into your mind like a slow poison. But you kept going. The nights when the world was quiet, when nobody was watching, when no applause waited for you. But you kept building, brick by brick, rep by rep, step by step. Because discipline is not glamorous. It is repetitive. It is exhausting. It is lonely. But it is also powerful beyond imagination. Because every time you refuse to quit, you are rewriting who you are. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you are reshaping your identity. Every time you move forward when it's hard, you become someone stronger than yesterday. And eventually something incredible happens. You stop fearing hard work. You stop fearing pain. You stop fearing failure. Because you understand the truth. Pain is temporary. Growth is permanent. Failure is feedback. And discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you could become. Most people never cross that bridge. They stand at the edge, dreaming, talking, planning, but never stepping forward. You are different. You stepped forward. You walked into discomfort. You embraced the climb. And that choice, that single powerful choice, changes everything. Because the disciplined life creates unstoppable momentum. Your mind becomes sharper. Your body becomes stronger. Your focus becomes deadly. And slowly, the world begins to open. Opportunities appear. Doors unlock. Limits disappear. Not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. Stronger than your excuses. Stronger than your fears. Stronger than the old version of yourself. And that is the ultimate victory. Not defeating the world. Defeating the weakness within you. So when the next challenge appears, when the next storm arrives, when the next mountain rises in front of you, you will not panic. You will not hesitate. You will smile. Because you know something others don't. You know that discipline built you for this. You know that struggle strengthens you. You know that pressure reveals your power. So stand tall, stand relentless, stand disciplined, and walk forward with fire in your soul. Because the world belongs to those who refuse to surrender. The world belongs to those who keep showing up. The world belongs to those who choose discipline when comfort begs them to stop. One day, people will ask how you became so strong. And your answer will be simple. You chose the hard path. You chose the disciplined path. You chose to keep going. And that choice set you free.